So
A- Absolutely not.
yeah, yeah.
But again,
So
we want to thank you all for the opportunity at Heat New York, just to be able to talk with you all. We love your brand. We love what you all are doing. It's edgy. I think it's different. It's eye-catching. I run it past some of my guys, and he was like, "Man, I saw the sneakers." I said, "I did too." And I said, "I had to get the sneakers. I had to get the belt. I had to get the jacket."
uh-huh.
And then he was like, "In the bag." I said, "Man, when I come to New York next week, I am going to rock them." So
Right.
I
I
am
love it.
excited about that. So tell
Uh,
us a little bit about Heat New York. How did you all get started?
I would love to. So, my name is Tahid R. Watson. I am the creative director of HEED New York, HEED NYC. People say HEED in New York. NYC is New York, but we specifically say NYC because that's
Okay.
kind of the way that we have our intellectual property set up. So, we
Okay.
make sure we say HEED NYC a lot. But I started the company in 2020, before all the craziness happened with the pandemic and coronavirus and all of that. And it actually, believe it or not, it's hard. It's interesting to say, but the coronavirus, or just being sequestered in our homes and having lots of time to think and lots of free time and all of that, it helped establish kind of where I wanted the brand to go, right? So what was the vision of the brand? What was our mission statement? What was our roadmap? It gave us opportunity to sit down and really kind of map everything out the way that we wanted. And from that came what we consider our flagship product, our eyeglasses. Like we took a look at our logo, we designed the eyewear around the logo shape. So if someone comes up with that shape, I got lawyers that'll come after you because it's right there. It's the logo. You can't deny it. But joking aside, it became kind of our flagship product. Obviously, we carry, as you know, men's and women's ready to wear. We have bags, we have shoes, we have all the things that most luxury brands have. But again, our eyewears are kind of our flagship. So we started off with three versions of the eyewear. We're up to the third version, and we're introducing the fourth version in next month. So there's several New York Fashion Week shows. We're going to do a show in the Cayman Islands. We're doing a bunch of shows just kind of all over the world this year, which is super exciting. And we're going to introduce the new version and very excited about that. So lots of great things happening for the brand. We're in about 10 stores across the US. We're in Italy as well. Our manufacturer, the glasses you're wearing now are handmade in Italy by the same manufacturers, the same artisans that make the eyewear from some of the other larger luxury brands like Gucci, Fendi, Tom Ford, some of the other ones. They're all made. It's more of a monopoly, unfortunately. They're made by a company called Luxottica in Italy, but the same artisans that make those glasses make ours. So we're very proud of the quality of the glasses, and again, they're our flagship. So we will continue to grow that even more over time. So yeah, and I'll let Starling speak to how he's involved.
Welcome, Starling.
Hey guys, thanks for reaching out to us. It's truly appreciated. I'm Starling Sanders. I'm the director of operations as well as the brand manager. My role, I've been with the company since 2023. My role is to align the brand with strategic partnerships and manage the brand day to day. We have an aggressive goal in regards to how we see ourselves and how we're trying to implement certain ideas and certain concepts and situations. Like I told Tahi when I first came on a couple years ago, we're going to do what most brands do as far as like a new fashion company, but we're going to also think outside the box. So with the strategic line and partnerships, uh, we've already partnered with one of the top hotels in New York City, one of the top water beverages in the Northeast, and we got some other things that we're going to be rolling out in regards to reaching out to a couple of NFL teams that we're going to be doing some strategic partner and alignment in this second quarter of 2025, as well as getting the brand and strategic partnerships across the board, et cetera. So we're excited, exciting times to kind of like implement Tahid's vision of the brand. And again, thank you for being, a customer, and it's truly appreciated.
Oh, great. Well, you all, there was an instant connection because you had the H and the D. So my name is
Yeah,
Derwin
yeah.
Hickman. So I'm
Yeah, we saw
always
that.
wearing it. So, so I was like, okay, I don't have to take your brand. I can just wear your brand. That's
There
good.
you go.
Uh,
Hey.
so I thought that was really good
Well,
and
if you have
very
$5 million, you can buy a brand too.
How about I just work and promote you all?
Yeah, there you go. Well, we'll start
Exactly.
there. We'll start
And
there.
and so as I looked at this and I started to look at brands and you're looking around, again, you mentioned some of the higher end and some of the other bigger brands. But I love things that are, coming to fruition, and the vision is what I love, is to be able to tag along or to be able to inspire as well, or to promote things like that. So then that way, other people can see you outside of your region, but people who may see me in Richmond and say, hey, this guy's always wearing something different or whatever. And I have that all the time. Where did you get that from? Who's that? And so when we did the unboxing, and you said that, I was kind of like, okay, let's do an unboxing then, Daniel, and he was like, all right, let's do it. And so I was excited to do that. And then I was even thankful that you all had us in your year-end video and you always kept in contact. And I just thought that that was such great customer service. So I would say this to you. How do you see your customers that you're providing that level of customer service? Because I know I'm not your only customer, but I felt like I was your only customer.
Well, I can answer that. It's important to me. Can I call you Derwin or Mr.
Yes,
Hickman?
you
Or,
can.
okay,
You can
okay.
call me Derwin.
It's important to me because beyond the product, beyond whatever. I mean, anybody can, I guess, create a jacket and put a bunch of logos on it, or do whatever they do. Um, and unfortunately, there's a design that pops up every day, and they feel like, if, as long as I put my name on something and put it out there, people will buy it, and I'm going to be a millionaire overnight. We don't live by that philosophy. The money will come. We're very successful in the short term that we've been in business, but I think primarily is our success is derived from the fact that we do operate still as kind of that mom and pop, or like, we want our customers to always feel like they're special, and they feel like they have they're, as you said, kind of growing with the brand, right? So we Starling and I have we got these big roadmaps and walls of white the white dry eraser, where we've got the roadmap and we know exactly what we're going to do from 2025 to 2027, right? But none of it makes any difference if the people that we're providing a product and a service to don't don't feel appreciated and don't feel the love and respect that they deserve. Because you I don't know your situation, but sometimes people are making the decision, I've got this little bit of money, I'm going to spend it on something, and I chose your brand to use that money to do that,
Right.
and we respect that, and we want to make sure that we are always providing the proper customer service to people, um, because they deserve it and they're spending their hard-earned money on it. And we want them to grow with us. We want to be able to say, Gucci is a household name. We want people to be able to say HEED NYC and know the name, and have it be associated to, uh, I bought something from those guys and I got the utmost quality of service, just like I would get at a Gucci, just like I would get at a Fendi, just like I would get at, and we're a small team, and we're still growing. But we will maintain that throughout, no matter how big we get. So
And I think
And
that's important. Go
and
ahead, Charlie. I'm sorry.
I like to add to what Ty just said. We look at customers as partners of ours, right? So, like Ty just said, you spent your hard-earned dollars. You could have went to this name brand, you could have went to that name brand, but you chose to partner your dollars with us. So when you're out like yourself with our brand on, you're a partner of ours. So we're always going to treat you not only just a customer, but as a partner.
that's
And
right.
that's very, very key to us.
Yeah. And I think that that's so important because of the fact that I do go to some of the stores that you all mentioned. I do have some of those things in my collection of things that I do because I love fashion. I enjoy it. I think it's artistic. I think it's a part of who we are and how we express ourselves and how we want to be presented. And so I enjoy picking up things that are quality to me, things that also represent who I am. I love things that align with who I am. I think that's most important as well, because you can wear a lot of different things, but it doesn't quite align with who you are and the backstory of some of the things. Sometimes is not always a good thing. And so I like the integrity of that. And as I got my coat and I have this on, I mean, it's quality.
Yeah.
You know, I have this on. I mean, it's not wrinkled on me. I mean, I literally pulled it out of the box and I was able to put it on. I didn't have to put anything on it. I hung it and put that on, ready to go. The eyeglasses in the box that it came in. I mean, I was so overly impressed. Yes, I have gotten name brand up, you know, the Gucci's and all of that I have, and they do a very good job of presentation. But again, they have been around for years and years and years. So you expect nothing less. And here you're saying, well, we started right around 2020 and kind of, so you're talking about a 4 years in the game, 5 years, but the vision beforehand and to be able to present and to send like that, I mean, that speaks to me. That is volume to
Wow.
be able to do that. And then to put this type of a jacket on and the glasses, you know, like I said again, the design, whoever would have thought to put these two pieces together like that was kind of like it didn't
I
make it
was.
look right, you know, and to make it look right was the whole thing that you're not gonna look, you know, sometimes you put something like,
Yeah,
oh, you
right.
don't want to wear that here. But I'm a guy who love to put on frames. So anything that looks a little bit different or a little bit odd, you know, that's me. And so when I started looking at it and I saw your name and all, I said, okay, so he is the brainchild of this,
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
is what it is. So we were excited about getting the chance to talk with you and to hear your vision. And you say your frames are going to come out. You're going to bring out a new frame next month,
That's
correct?
correct. Yes. So we checked in with them a couple days ago, and they're almost done with the prototypes. We obviously want to go through some quality control and make sure they're exactly what we're looking for. We've designed them. They're working on them. They being the same manufacturer in Italy that I was mentioning before. So yeah. So the idea is that once they're done, once they pass QC with us, then we'll start showcasing them in different shows. We'll start the production manufacturing of them as well if once they meet our qualifications. So yeah, we're very, very excited.
Okay. So your anticipation for these frames being to hit the market, to start promoting them is what around what is that like May, June or sooner?
About that, around that,
Okay.
yeah. Just so you're aware, we have several of, I think I mentioned Cayman Island. Well, maybe I've
Yeah.
been in a couple meetings, so if I didn't mention it, I apologize. But we are having a fashion show in the Cayman Islands that we're participating in. There's a couple other fashion shows that are happening, but most importantly, and what's kind of near and dear to my heart, is I have an older son who suffers through he has mental illness, so he deals with schizophrenia, bipolar. And so one of the things that we're doing in May, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So you hit it right spot on, is if we get everything as we hope to have in February, going through quality control and it's exactly how we wanted, we will have them mass produced and have production. But we'll be having an event in May that's centered around a mental health awareness. And in that event, we'll present the glasses. We'll obviously some of the proceeds will go towards mental health awareness as well. So we're excited about that. So yeah, May is kind of our target.
Okay, I'm in. I just want to tell you that I'm
Okay.
in. I'm going to be there in May.
All
So
right.
go ahead on, put me on the runway. Go ahead on, have my
Okay.
glasses ready. Look, Starling, I am in the show. Please
All
do
right.
not put me in the
Got
show.
it.
I'm in the
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
Got
Look,
it.
look.
Got
Have
it.
you ever got to anybody? They already signed themselves up with something. So
Yeah.
I'm
Nah,
No,
signing
no, we
myself.
got
it's
you.
all
We
good.
got
It's all good. Yeah.
But this is what I want to tell you. I know nothing is by coincidence, and I believe that God ordains everything.
you.
Do you know, Tahid, I am a mental health provider for over 20 years, and I
No.
deal with that. I actually have a doctorate in
Are you serious?
counseling. I'm
Are you
working on
serious?
mental health right now. My master's right now, I'm at Walden University because I want to become a licensed clinical social worker, even though I do have my doctorate.
Wow.
And so my
Wow.
wife and I, we've been running this company now called Clear Vision. We work with those in, we have housing group homes. We do substance abuse as well as we do
Wow.
counseling. We worked in the school system. So I am
Wow, those are
very
some
aware of what you said.
amazing
When you
Wow.
said
things.
mental health, I was like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
in. That's it. I'm
Right.
in.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
in.
Wow.
Wow.
So you already know this was destiny and God
For
already had
sure.
set this thing up.
Yeah.
We didn't know it, but he already had it in his plans to say,
Yeah.
Right.
you know what? I'm going to connect you with some guys that are going to be
Right.
there. And then even the purpose of what it is. I love purpose. I love doing things. And that's why I say even wearing this jacket now means more than
Yeah.
when I first bought it now because
Mhm.
of
Right.
what you just mentioned to me. So
Mhm.
things that are dear to my heart,
Mhm.
that's what we do. I'm a pastor as well, but
Yeah.
Okay.
beyond that, it's about speaking to people and
Right.
encouragement. And when you said that, we got into clear vision because we were trying to help the least of these, the
Mhm.
ones that have been cast out, the ones that, the word speaks about that we walk past, we don't say anything to them. And for
Right.
me, that's not what life is supposed to be. We're supposed to try to help each other. And when you say proceeds, being able to be donated, even though I'm not the Gucci or the Louis, which is wonderful, but again, I'm going to start at my level and I'm going to give on this because this is my compassion. And so that's why I said, I'm in.
Wow.
Got it. Wow. I would have known. Yeah. Good stuff. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So what we'll do
Yeah,
is I'll
we're both speechless right now. We're like,
yeah.
wait, what? What's
Yeah.
going on here?
He said, what just happened?
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing, man.
So
It's amazing.
yeah, so what we'll do is we're putting together the event. Just to give you a synopsis of what the event is going to be, it's in entail. We're going to have folks from the New York Jets. Ty's going to be on the panel. It's going to be a 4 to 5 person panel that's going to speak to mental health issues in front of a live studio audience. It's going to be recorded and it's going to actually it's going to be more like a podcast type of like a TED Talk type of concept. But we'll speak on more of those. Now that I know that that's a space that you're in, I'm still kind of like stuck that like how
Yeah.
everything is like yeah. So let's do this. We'll reach out and try to get you involved with the event. But that's great stuff. That's great
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Starling, I want to speak to I mean, I know you're focusing on all the logistics and stuff, but if Mr. Hickman is interested, maybe we can get him as a panel member as well.
Absolutely. 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 Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Those are opportunities again. I tell people all the time, it's just a gift to be able to have a chance to share what God has given me and to be able to share words of encouragement and also, from the clinical side as well as to working in that space. And
mm,
so anything I can do, I would love to be a part of that. But this wasn't about necessarily, hey, put me out type situation. I'm messing with you about that. I love the support. I love to be a part of that. But I'm saying to
Right.
you all, whatever I can do to support your vision, um, while feeling like this is a part of my destiny, then I'm in. So,
Got it. Got it. Yeah,
you know what I'm
we'll
saying?
definitely. I mean, what we'll do is Tahir and I will, we'll talk offline how we can
Yes, sir.
implement you into the event. But it's going to be a great event. Charitable cause, obviously. Some great folks. We're going to have a whole red carpet. Again, we're working on it. So give us about a week or so, the first week of February, to kind of start sending out communication. But we definitely, we'll have a conversation.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna keep this going. As we said, when we build family, and that's what we believe. And we
Absolutely.
believe that when we meet people, like I said again, you become my brother, you become my family, especially when I get a good energy and I can feel I'm not even there with you. And I know if I was sitting with you, I'd probably be hitting you on the side. We'd probably be
yeah.
laughing, if I high five and that kind of a thing.
Well,
Just
me
because
seeing you wearing
different.
these glasses and the jacket, if I saw you walking down New York City, I'd be fanboying on you right now, man. I'd run up to you and I'd have to get a selfie with you,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, because I tell you, I'm gonna have it on because I'm coming to NY. I'm gonna have the jacket. I'm going down. I'm gonna make sure we
I
get our
love it. I
pictures on
love it.
there so that
Well,
we can make sure we
so
share that.
speaking of which, and by the way, I apologize, the Zoom call only allows us for 45 minutes, but
Absolutely.
um, speaking of New York, so what are you guys' plans in New York? What do you plan on doing while you're there?
Okay. Daniel, you want to elaborate a little bit?
Yes. Yeah, so Dr. Hickman's coming in on next Thursday night,
Okay.
and we're planning to stay through Saturday. We we're trying to work through a few other things, but with you guys specifically, we would love to have you guys on his podcast. Um, I can speak on behalf of, on the media side. However, we need to make that happen. We're completely mobile. So if there is, I understand that, schedules may be busy, different things like that. But if there's any, an hour window between Thursday night and Saturday night,
Okay.
we would love to make a podcast happen. His podcast is called Encourage,
Yep.
and so it blends. I mean, everything that you can pick up probably from this call, the faith, the just the that whole element of things blended with the fun side, the fashion and the expressiveness. That's what the podcast really consists of, and so we would love to have you as the founder on, and like I said, whatever way we need to make that happen, wherever we need to be, we can make it happen. And then also, we would love to maximize our time there, and with photos or anything else that we would be getting anyway, with Dr. Hickman while we're there, we would love to capture, whether it's current clothing, some things that you may have for future. And then that way, I know that, our company's job is to push his brand and push what he's doing out there. But of course, the content would be mutually
Sure.
beneficial. If you guys wanted to use different things or collab, that would be between you and Dr. Hickman to talk about and determine, maybe how that partnership works.
Okay.
But from the media side, that's what we would like to do. We would love to shoot a podcast, and we would love to also get some, some videos, some, just the fashion side of things as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, to answer your question, yes. I almost feel like we're having that podcast right now as we're dealing with this. Because we talked about a lot of great things that I would assume would kind of be the same format. The only thing that I have to say is timing wise, unfortunately, I own a home in Charlotte, is where I am right now, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
And I go back and forth to New York, but I will be in New York. I'm sorry, I will be in Charlotte next week. So if we can do a satellite interview, I'm more than happy to do that. Starling
Okay.
is in New York, so Starling can definitely meet with you guys physically, if need be. But we can work out the details. Yeah, we're super excited to even be asked for the opportunity. So yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Starling, would next Friday or Saturday be a better time, just so that we can kind of, we're planning on our side, and I just want to make sure that everything is in place. Which one of those days would be best to try to get something going?
It'd probably be like Saturday night.
Okay.
The next Saturday night would be more ideal.
Okay.
I'll work on the location and the logistics. Give me a couple of days.
Okay.
And I'll get that information over to you where we're going to meet and stuff like that. I have a couple of options, but likely Saturday night.
Okay.
Okay, Starling, that's a little tight. Well, we need to add, we are scheduled to fly out 5 p.m.
On Saturday?
On Saturday, yes.
Okay.
Because I'm a pastor, so being back in the pulpit, his father is my covering, so he has to be back on Sunday. And if we're not in church on Sunday, because we're out here doing
That's gonna be a problem.
both our heads are going to be gone.
Right. So what was the other option? So Thursday night or Friday night?
Yeah,
Yes.
and even all day Friday, right? And then Thursday night as well. We could do something late Thursday night.
How late is late?
I mean, look, Dr. Hickman, I'm good for I'm not going to be the issue with the time and everything. So it'll be up to you how late.
Yeah, we're okay. I mean, again, Starlin, it's going to be just an honor to be able to
Right.
have this opportunity and the space with you. We're going to be New Yorkers. You know, you all don't
Right.
sleep, and that's what you
Right.
do.
That's right.
And
That's right.
so we're okay with coming. I love New York, and so when I come there, you know, it's like I don't want to go to sleep. I want to kind of go here and go there. I'm like, what in the world?
Got it.
So we will be flexible with that. We just want to make sure we carve out the right time and space that we don't interfere with you, but again, we
Right.
compliment and that we're in the space and time that you're giving us, and we're respectful of that. So you
All right.
let us know.
So what I'll do is I'll send out by Sunday two
Okay.
two I'll have the location by Sunday. And then what I'll do is I'll give you two times on Thursday and Friday that works, and then we'll try to put it together.
Okay. Perfect.
And,
Perfect.
and I'm not making any guarantees, but I might just have to jump on a quick plane just to come in and come out. So we'll see. I'm not gonna make any I'm not gonna
But
make any guarantees, but we'll see what happens. See.
it is well. We look forward to it. And if not, then I might have to come to Charlotte just to see you.
Hey, if
Because
you come to Charlotte, man, it's on, Dr. Hickman.
and that's one of the things, but that's one of the things that we're talking about as well as being mobile. We want to take the podcast and to go beyond Richmond. And so that's my goal is to be mobile where we are going to different places and kind of talking about Charlotte, talking about New York, talking about Texas or whatever. Being able to do that. We love to travel. And we're able to afford to do some of these things, and that's a great thing.
Awesome.
So again, if you don't come to me, I'm gonna find you in Charlotte.
Hey, you are always welcome here, sir. Always
Yeah,
welcome. Always
but
welcome.
good. So we have that, and then either Starling, I don't know if you have any other items other than the one that the jacket I have on with the frames or anything, and the belt. If you have any other pieces that you're thinking about, we can kind of send some sizes. And you say, well, would you want to put this on, and we can lay it out. I would love to feature some of those things in the podcast as well, as well as my thing is about telling men or women as well. Women fashion to me, I think is wonderful as well as to, hey,
Wow.
you could take the black, you could put this together, add this to it. It takes you to day, it takes you to night, it takes you to workforce, those things like that. Anything you think about, if you have it, last year's
Absolutely.
collection or coming, let us know. We would love to feature those things as well.
Absolutely. I'll bring some pieces to the podcast.
Okay, great. Well, with that being stated, I know that again, time is always important, and we said 30 minutes, and so we always want to be respectful of those things. So
Yeah.
we will continue to look out for your communication, Starling, and then to
Yeah.
Heat, we want to thank you for this opportunity, this time. I'm looking forward to
No,
continuing this collaboration. I
the
think
thank yous from my end. We really, again, we appreciate you just holistically being a customer, now a partner, and we're looking forward to continue to build this relationship. So
all right then. Well, we want to thank you, and we'll be talking soon. Y'all take care.
sounds
All right,
good.
you too. Be well. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.